So decision making is obviously central to the question of, can we trust 14-year-olds to make decisions about their own bodies? We need to know what exactly is a decision and how the brain makes decisions. So what have we learned from psychology, specifically cognitive psychology? Well, cognitive psychologists define decision making as a capacity or ability that is defined by 4 different standards. These include 1, expressing a choice, 2, understanding, 3, reasoning, and 4, appreciation. And they note that in order to be considered competent or able to make a decision, you must be able to reach all 4 of these capacity standards for this to be met. However, they also note that decision making, or the ability to make a decision, is not an on or off phenomenon, i.e., it isn't something that's either there or is not there, but it is relative to a specific decision and it's relative to a situation. So it's situational and it's also related to each decision itself. So let's just go through those again. It involves expressing a choice, so your ability to express yes or no, your ability to understand the decision that you're making. So can your brain actually understand what the choice is that you are making? Reasoning, including reasoning about the decision that you are making. So can you make these judgments? Can you analyze the decision and then make a choice? And similarly, appreciation. Can you appreciate the decision you're making and the implications that that decision will have on the outcome? And on the right there, you'll see there's a useful diagram that shows this sort of in action, right? So this is from James P. Kesby, who is a psychologist, and he shows that there are multiple decision-making processes in the brain that determine the choices that we make when we make a decision. These involve an action. So what do I have to do to get from A to get A or B if we're making a choice between A or B? Let's say A, in our, going back to our essay question, which is about teenagers making choices about their bodies. Let's say A is the choice to drink alcohol, B is a choice to not drink alcohol. What do I have to do to get to decide to drink alcohol or to not drink alcohol? So what comes into that decision-making process then? 1 is motivation, i.e., do I care either way? So the motivation, do you want to drink alcohol? Do you not want to drink alcohol? That is one side of the decision-making process that is going to affect your ultimate decision. And the other one is strategy. What is the best way to get as much as possible? So in this case, it would be, what is the best, am I going to gain something from this? Is it strategic for me to carry out this decision? So maybe a different example will be more useful here. If you're talking about, a decision to get a treatment or something at a healthcare provider, what is the best sort of option here? Is the best option and the best way for me to get as much as possible to A, get the treatment, or to B, not get the treatment? And that then brings us on to our final point, which is value, i.e., what do I get by making this decision and which option of the decision is worth more? Is it worth more for me to go and get this treatment? Maybe it's taking the contraceptive pill. Or is it worth more for me to not take the contraceptive pill? So those are the decision-making processes. We've got action, we've got motivation, we've got strategy, and then we've got a bit of a value of judgment. And these all link back to our decision-making capacity standards that are set out here, expressing the choice, understanding, reasoning, and appreciation. So I hope that's a really useful sort of guideline for decision-making.